It's the Heffron and Reep Bonus Show.
Oh, sweet!
This is the place where the guys upload bonus shows while they're on the road. Sometimes it's just John. Other times it's John and John.
Huh?
Either way, it's all good.
Hey, gang, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Jon Reep here. First of all, I apologize for the quality of this audio. I'm just doing this from my laptop in my house, and I don't have all the bells and whistles that Heffron has, but I'm working on it, so bear with me. And there's not going to be Heffron in this episode at all. It's just me interviewing different cast members from the movie Black Sky, and we're filming these or recording these out of my trailer, sometimes their trailer. And, you know, every now and then an air conditioner would come on, or a toilet would flush. But you can still hear everything, so don't worry. You can still hear what we're saying. It's worth a listen, and I hope you enjoy it. Check it out. Here we go.
Live from your headphones, it's Heffron and Reep.
Thanks, John. You're hilarious. So once again, I'm sitting in...
Hi, John.
This is the hilarious, talented Mr. Walsh, Matt Walsh. You might know him from The Hangover, Ted most recently.
Black Sky.
Black Sky!
Tornado action.
That's right.
Very exciting.
And Veep. You're in Veep.
And Veep.
A lot. You're in everything, man. You're just a workaholic. You really are.
I never did a Dodge commercial.
Jealous.
I never did one.
Well, you're lucky. You didn't have to go that route.
I did a million commercials when I lived in New York. Yeah, I lived in New York. I did a million.
Wow.
It's great though. Great money.
Did you ever get like a campaign going, or was it?
No, I never became the guy. I had a couple that like Black and Decker. I think I did 2 or 3 of where they liked me. I was just like a doofus husband who kept using a leveler to, and then the shelf would fall down.
Oh right. So are you a New York guy?
I originally from Chicago, moved to New York in '96, and then moved to LA in 2005.
Okay, and also big fan of your UCB television show on Comedy Central that ran I think 2 or 3 seasons.
We had 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
I was just telling you I liked the Hot Chicks Room. That was one that I remember.
Hot Chicks was from our first season. Yeah, I must have looked a lot younger.
What do you get the most like people recognizing you from that show? Like what's that, like their favorite sketch that maybe you did?
From UCB, it's Ass Pennies. There's a sketch where a guy shoves pennies up his ass for confidence, and then he knows when he meets somebody that they've touched something that's been in his ass, and that gives him the upper hand.
I like that philosophy.
Yeah, it's
just that logic. I think that I would believe that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would if I had a penny in my ass and I gave it to someone, I'd be going like.
Well, this is a guy who shoved like 10,000 pennies up his ass every day for 20 years.
That's
so
hilarious.
He's really committed.
Now, how did you get started in all this? So did you start with improv or sketch, or what was this? What's your story there?
I did one acting class in college, but I got out of college and took improv at a place called Players Workshop in Chicago.
Did you go to school in Chicago?
I went to school at Northern Illinois, studied psychology. So when I got out of college, I was like a counselor on an adolescent psych floor, but I was also doing comedy at night, living with like 3 or 4 guys in my sketch group.
Right.
And then I started doing like some of these groups, like Uprights Citizens Brigade back in '90. I met Besser. And I was also doing places like Improv Olympic and the Annoyance Theater.
Right.
And did stand-up for 2 years, which I told you. I did like Chicagoland, Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I would tour, and I was some nights glorious and some nights terrible.
How much time were you doing?
I had to headline which I think it was back in the day when everybody thought anyone could do stand-up.
Right.
So you were just elevated to this level, and next thing you know, I had to do 45 minutes, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I brought like Matt Besser and Adam McKay, and I just had them open in middle, and we just ended up doing sketches, and I don't think it was a great show for the audience.
So that was like in the 80s, right?
No, it would have been like early 90s.
Early 90s.
Early 90s.
Because they say the 80s was like the heyday of stand-up.
This was still probably the fade out
coming
of it.
out of it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being pushed into something like that quick.
Literally within a year, some lady thought she saw me do one like I was a Vietnam vet clown. She thought that was so funny. So she's like, you can open anywhere, headline anywhere. I'm like, okay. So I believed her, and I was not ready.
What now? But growing up, were you all a big fan of like SNL? Like, what made you want to even get into doing improv or sketches or comedy in general?
I think the first impressions of like comedy for me were like Three Stooges, the Marx Brothers, and then I was big on Peter Sellers movies. And then, of course, when SNL started out, that was a huge influence. And then as I got older, out of high school and college and post-college, I was big into, like, Python and Kids in the Hall.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a huge Kids in the Hall fan. They were a seminal influence for me and the guys I hung out with. We went to see them live. When they came to Chicago, it was like seeing rock stars.
They're Canadian, though.
Yeah, they came out of Toronto.
But did they tour? Did they ever tour? Like,
they did. Group? They did back in the day. This is when they had a show. This is in '93 or something. I saw them at the Vic Theater in Chicago.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that show that came on. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, I would watch, while kids were watching Sunday morning cartoons, I was watching black and white Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin movies.
Love those, too.
Yeah, and he would just make me laugh so hard.
Did you ever see That's My Boy?
Wait.
It's an early Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis movie.
Maybe. I couldn't even remember half the names of them now. It's been a while since I've looked at them, but yeah. What's it about?
I think it's about a college football player who his father is a legacy, and he was like the best running back the college ever saw. And then Jerry Lewis is his disappointing son.
Right.
And Dean Martin's a jock, and somehow Jerry Lewis has to play football, and he turns out to please his father.
Okay. Anything he did back then would just crack me up.
Yeah.
So he was like a big influence for me. And then Steve Martin later on.
Steve Martin, listen to those 2 albums. Keep talking.
Bill Cosby was one.
Cosby.
And then he had to step out for a minute. Are you farting?
No, I think...
Oh, there's a fly.
I started sweating in the studio.
Oh, you been turning the AC on?
No.
Okay.
This will be better.
Yeah.
As long as sound is good. I think
yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
So, all right, so you grew up big fan of Monty Python.
Python came on PBS in Chicago, so it was a little hard to understand them at first, the British accent.
Yeah.
But they were really big. I would stay up late, and you could occasionally see some boobs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, I liked for a while. Yeah, he showed some boobs.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Love me some Benny Hill.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy?
Oh, I think he passed away.
Alive? Oh, he died.
No, I think he passed away. He was in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, if you ever saw that.
Really?
Yeah, he played like the toy maker.
Oh, I have to look that up.
Yeah.
All right, so then you started doing out of college. You just started right into some sketches and.
I worked in counseling for adolescent psych ward, and then at some point, like 3 years into it, I just quit and just did comedy full time. And then the last real job I had, I got hired by Second City as a touring company member in 1994, and then I never had to have a real job since.
Nice, and that was '94.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, probably booked my first commercial in '93.
Yeah.
Got my SAG card.
What was your first commercial?
It was a True Value hardware commercial.
Okay.
And I was just a guy. I think I was an employee.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
How did you like when I got my Dodge commercial? I would do little things just try and crack them up a little bit, because in the commercial it says I'm just sitting in a beat up Duster at a stoplight, and I yell out, "That thing gotta hit me."
Yeah.
So, but I thought, well, if I'm sitting in a piece of shit Duster, I would have my elbow out the window, because the air conditioning's fucked.
Right.
And I got dip in my mouth already, so I'm doing like this. And I started thinking, well, it's a Duster muscle car, so maybe I'll just vibrate a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I started doing random shit like, do you ever do anything like that? Add little extra bits into stuff to try and...
I think the ones I booked, I probably was a little looser.
Yeah.
But for commercials, I feel like you don't have to say anything. Like the first 5 seconds, they just look at you.
Yeah.
And you're going to get it or you're not going to get it. So I went in by just knowing it's a game of numbers. For every 100 commercials you go in on, you might get 2.
Right. That's so true.
And that's the approach I had, and I could like drink and party all night and get up at 10:30, and all the casting agencies in New York were within a block of my house.
Nice.
So I could do like 5 auditions, be done by 2, and then start drinking again.
Wow.
It was very low ambition time in my life because it was easy. I was very fortunate to book some things and such.
Yeah. That's easy to do, man.
Yeah.
You know? Because I booked one commercial that just turned into a campaign. And other than that, I've only done one other commercial.
Really?
A Sierra Mist commercial with a Super Bowl ad with Patton Oswalt.
Really?
Yeah. When the
That's pretty
Patriots
cool.
were playing the Panthers.
Yeah, Sierra Mist always has a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah. It was when they were like, we were all bagpipe players, and Patton Oswalt was missing. We're like, where's Wallace? We turn around, and he's standing over one of those grates like Marilyn Monroe with a shooting
up his
like
kilt?
a cold mist up his kilt, and it's like that, Sierra Mist. So that was a lot of fun. But we had to shoot that in New York in the wintertime, pretending to be hot.
Ooh.
And the director was not happy because it was hard to do. You know Chip Chinnery?
I do.
Yeah, he was in the commercial too.
Okay.
But he did that thing like Chris Farley used to do, where you just hold your breath and push on your face so it turns red.
Yeah.
Like he was doing that. I was like, no, I'm not.
Just to look hot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a good actor.
Good job. Yeah, he is. He booked tons of commercials for a long time.
He lives in L.A. now. I think he's
giving money tips too.
Yeah.
He's got his own little website.
Chips money tips.
He did some stand up too.
Did
he? Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's an Ohio guy. He's one of the few guys I knew when I first moved to L.A.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I came out there, I only knew one guy, Jeff Richards. You know Jeff Richards? He's the only guy in the history of the world to be fired and hired by both Mad TV and SNL.
Wow, I don't know him.
He played Drunk Girl. He's a kind of a big dude.
Yeah.
Not fat, but just muscular.
Yeah, I do know that guy.
So I would couch surf with him for a while, and I knew Chip from just the Comedy on the Road. So let's get back to you.
Sure.
Tell me about your part in Black Sky.
Black Sky, I played Pete, who is the veteran storm chaser who's built a vehicle that can supposedly survive a 200-mile-an-hour tornado.
Oh, you built that thing. Your character.
I built it over 10 years. I keep modifying it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or pay people, but I probably did some building.
Yeah.
And then I have a crew that I travel with, and I have a meteorologist that I've employed this year to help me find a tornado.
And that's played by...
Allison.
Right.
Sarah Callie.
Sarah Wayne Callie?
Sarah Wayne Callie.
Callie's or Kelly?
I think Callie.
Okay.
And then Donk and Revis I run into. They're the hillbillies who live in town and think they're stormbusters. Twista-Hunnas. And then I'm obsessed with finding the shot of the century, which is shooting the eye of the tornado. Right.
And we know how it's going to end.
Yeah, we don't want to do
but
that.
we're not going to give it away, but you're going to love it.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to come out like July of 2013.
Is
maybe.
it?
That's what I've been hearing. The rumor
Okay.
is July 2013, which is like just basically a year from now.
Summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
I don't think I would miss it.
Oh yeah, I was very fortunate to have this, to get this part. I've only done one other film, so I'm hoping that this will,
people are going to see you in another life.
Get the ball rolling, and I don't know if it's another life. It's just me being another redneck again, but it's fun. I've got that niche covered.
Yeah.
The redneck market.
Well, we all get cast a type. I'm sort of the everyman, beleaguered or tired veteran. I get
you're
that
really
role
good
a lot.
at being like smug, just sort of like
prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a lot of the Hangover, the doctor in the Hangover.
Yeah.
You were so good at just being like, "Fuck you guys, you assholes! You came in here drunk." That was great. Yeah, but this is my theory about typecasting. I go, hey, it's better than no cast. The word typecast has the word cast in it. It means you got the part. It means you're working. No cast. No money.
It's also easy if you get cast for something you can do easily. Then once you're working, you're not trying to work against your instincts or your.
Have you had a lot of scenes with the foreigners in this film?
Max, you're talking about Max.
We got
Deacon.
Max, Alicia, and Richard. All from another land.
I do a lot of scenes with Richard. He plays the dad of a boy who's trapped in a basement because of the tornado. So I help rescue him.
How's his American accent?
Seemingly unnoticeable.
Because I've been hanging out with Max and Alicia, and they've been using their British accent or Australian accent the whole time.
Yeah.
I've not heard it once. So
I haven't heard Max's, really.
Yeah.
But I've heard Richard's, and his is great. Normal sounding.
Cool, man. Well, it's like 100 degrees in this trailer right now, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for chatting with me.
Let me plug Bear Down Podcast.
I was going to ask you, have anything you want to plug?
Black Sky,
right.
Of course.
Twitter?
Mr. Matt Walsh at Twitter. And no period in there. And then Bear Down Podcast, which starts the first week of the NFL football season. Bear Down Podcast.
What's that all about? Just about football?
It's about it's about football, but it's mostly about sports comedy, like people playing famous, our comedian friends playing professional athletes and calling in as if we got the scoop.
I could do a good Brett Favre for you.
We've done Brett Favre.
He's a good old boy.
We've done Brett Favre.
You
could play.
It doesn't matter. Give me anything.
I told you today you could play Ocho Cinco. We don't really care how good the performance is.
So you're obviously a Bears fan then.
I'm a Bears fan from Chicago, and you're a Carolina fan.
Carolina Panthers fan.
What's your prediction?
Well, better than last year. I think we were 7-9 last year, but we lost a lot of very close games.
Yeah.
And we blew a lot of leads.
Okay.
Like we were up on Detroit 21-0, and then they came from behind. So I predicted we've shored up the defense a little bit. Our offensive line's healthy again. I'm going to predict playoffs, but maybe not go too far in the playoffs. So I'm thinking make a 9-7, maybe more. I don't know. It's so hard to predict anymore. I mean, what about your Bears? What are they at?
I'm going to say Bears 10-6, just because I think the offense is exciting and could get hot.
Everybody healthy?
I think so. Urlacher's the only question. He hasn't played at all in the preseason, but
dude, I heard he was dating. What's her face? She was just there.
Kardashian?
No,
Jessica Simpson.
You're getting closer.
Singer? Britney Spears.
No, model that used to host MTV show. Was dating Jim Carrey for a while. What's her freaking name?
Oh no, Jenny McCarthy. I heard that.
That's what I heard.
I did hear that.
Then that could affect him.
I hope
it's
not.
Distraction right there.
I hope not. I don't know what. Yeah. God bless.
Well, be sure to listen to Bear Down Podcast.
Bear Down Podcast.
I just downloaded one. I'm going to check it out later. And thanks for tuning in. And we'll hand it back over to John Heffron.
Sorry about the poop smell.
Live from your headphones, it's Heffron and Reep.
All right, John. Thanks, John. Jon Reep here. I'm sitting in my trailer on the set of the amazing motion picture Black Sky, and I've got a teenage heartthrob with me right now, Jeremy Sumter. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Just my heart's just beating real fast.
You nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. When you said heartthrob, man, it made me nervous.
Well, I mean, am I wrong? Are you tell my listeners? Run down your resume real quick. The guy's been on lots of stuff. You would know. Peter Pan, right?
Yeah, I played Peter Pan. I did an extra. I was an extra in this thing called Raising Dad, and I was an extra on ER, and that's pretty much it.
That's it.
That's it.
And lots of adult movies.
No, yeah, I did Soul Surfer a couple years ago. Worked on Friday Night Lights for a few seasons, and Peter Pan obviously was a big one for all the little girls who are still going at me with it all the time. Tweet me like missing this Peter Pan, expect me to fly to their window.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
That was in 2003.
Okay.
2003.
2003. How did you get? How'd you get that part?
Is
that the first big thing you did?
Yeah, I actually auditioned for a Lost Boy.
No kidding.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Lost Boys?
One of the Lost Boys. Yeah, I auditioned for a Lost Boy.
Wait, was that in Peter Pan?
Yeah, in Peter Pan.
Okay. I haven't seen it, by the way.
It's all right.
I need to go get that. It'd be weird if I go get it now.
Yeah, no.
It's like, no,
I'm
in love with you.
No. And then you're going to want me to fly through your window. Hey, you only live a mile away, so.
That's true. We have to hang out.
I don't have to fly very far. No, yeah, I put to play a Lost Boy, and they called me back 4 months later and wanted me to meet the director to play Peter Pan. And, I met with him, auditioned, and they flew me to London.
No kidding.
Yeah, they flew me to London to meet with some kids in London. And, Captain Hook, Jason Isaacs, and we auditioned there, and I ended up flying to France and meeting some Tinkerbells and some Wendy's and
right.
And then I'm at the airport, and PJ Hogan, the director, draws this picture of me as Peter Pan. And he goes, "Who is that?" I said, "Oh, that's Peter Pan." He goes, "No, that's Jeremy Sumter. You're playing Peter Pan." And I was like, "Holy crap!" And he dated that thing June 6, 2002. The day that I wrapped the movie was June 6, 2003. And he,
no kidding.
Yeah, and he dated the picture, and handed it to me the day I got
still
the
have
part.
it?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So it's a cool story.
Yeah, totally. How old were you when you did that?
I was 13, and I turned 40. It was a year shoot in Australia. So
wow.
I was 13, 14.
Did you audition in LA?
Yep, and in England, and in France.
Yeah, wow.
And I was one out of 400,000 kids that auditioned for it.
Wow. That's awesome, dude.
It's pretty cool, man.
And that led you all the way to Black Sky.
Yeah, no, I just want to be the one out of that 100 million people that are just trying to get that $200 million lotto.
What about this one? How did you audition in LA for this one too?
Yeah, I met with the director, Steve.
Quayle.
Steve Quayle. And we did some quail hunting. And, I wonder
if he's good at duck hunt.
Duck hunt.
Steve Quayle.
Steve Quayle.
You think he'd be good at that?
He'd probably be good at it.
I love the director, Steve Quayle, by the way. For those of you listening who don't know, he was the assistant director on Titanic. Avatar.
He directed Final Destination 5.
Yeah.
With our boy Arlen.
That's right. And he's very cerebral. He's got the whole movie inside his brain, you know, and he's very good at what he does, and I'm having a blast doing this.
Oh yeah, this has been an awesome road. to be on, and I'm sad that it's coming to an end already for me.
I know. And now you just told me, we just had breakfast, by the way. You just told me that you're going to Russia. Is that right?
Yeah, I might be going to that one. I got to keep under wraps. That's our film in Russia that shoots for a while, and
okay, we won't say what it is. But
yeah,
you're filming in Russia for 8 weeks.
Filming in Russia for 8 weeks. Yeah.
All right, so
Right after this one.
I could teach you some Russian words if you want.
Yeah, go.
I was in Russia for 3 weeks. Got arrested for trading illegally on the black market, which is a no-no.
It's no.
But now it's fine. Yeah, now it's all capitalism.
You seem to be doing well, man.
I'm okay.
You weren't in there too long.
No, I thought I was going to Siberia for a while because I was trading with this dude, this Russian kid who spoke perfect English, and we were just hanging out. The whole idea, it's called People to People. That was the program I was there on for 3 weeks, and the idea is that the youth of America, they travel to other countries to hang out with the youth of those countries just to have friends over there to promote world peace.
Gotcha.
It was founded in the 40s or whatever by Dwight D. Eisenhower. That's all it was.
Who is he again?
He used to be president.
That's right. I forgot.
Good question. Yeah.
What's that moonshine, man? You know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. Jeremy, give me some moonshine. It's in my freezer right now. Or his grandfather did. Even better story. Jeremy. Yeah. So what happened was, my brother was selected to go. Only smart kids are allowed to go.
Okay.
But they're allowed to bring one friend.
Okay.
So my dad made my brother pick me as the friend. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. I was pissed off that I had to go because I was 18 and I just graduated high school. And all I want to do is party with my friends.
Right.
I didn't want to go to Russia for 3 weeks. Yeah. Where I thought it was cold as shit.
Right.
So I went and had a blast, but I got arrested for trading on the black market. But I wasn't even trading. I was just give this other kid an ink pen. And he gave me, like, his address. We were going to be pen pals. This is before the internet. Way before. And we actually had to write letters and shit. And so some cop saw us trading that, grabbed us both, took us back in the hotel, and cussed us out for about 20 minutes. And then basically traded with me. Because I gave him a pen, and he gave me, like, this badge that had a sickle and hammer on it. So basically, he arrested me for trading, and then he traded with me. Yeah. So be careful over there. Although now it's all good, so it's capitalism.
And then they kick you out of the country and trade you with some Russian terrorist.
Right, some Russian bride that's going over here. But yeah, so for those of you listening, Jeremy is a good old boy. Basically, I mean, he's what I call one of the good Metro Jethros because. He's got some Jethro in him, but he's also very Metro, the whole Hollywood lifestyle. But are you from Kentucky?
No, yeah, I was actually born in Carmel, California.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood was mayor when I was born, so that's pretty cool. And I do feel pretty lucky.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah. You think he talks like that all the time?
I don't know.
Like when he's at a traffic stoplight.
When he's having sex with his wife, he's like, oh.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
You like that.
Or like, could you imagine if
Get off me, bitch.
Or he's pissed off at a stoplight.
Yeah.
And the first one, he's honking the horn. Go.
I hate this town.
I'm out of here.
Where's my horse?
So, but tell me about your Kentucky roots, though.
Yeah, my mom is from Kentucky. She was actually a Russian linguist.
What?
In the Air Force. In Fort Ord, when she met my dad, got married, had me and my twin sister, and wanted to move back home to Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
So we moved to Kentucky, lived there for 10 years, and my dad was a freight truck driver for Emery Worldwide and heard this advertisement on the radio called IMTA, which is the International Modeling and Talent Agency, where you come and you audition, and then you get picked to go to LA and you model and act for these managers and agents.
Right.
And so I got picked out of my family all auditioned. Gotcha. I was the one that got picked, and we ended up going.
How many brothers or sisters do you have?
I have two sisters.
Oh, okay.
A younger sister and a twin sister.
Are they actors as well?
No, they tried it out. It didn't work out for them.
Are they still in Kentucky or are they here?
Huh?
Are they in
oh, no, they live in LA. They live in LA for sure, yeah.
Okay.
The whole family does. So, yeah, I got picked, went out there, started working. My first job was Frailty. And after that, everything just started happening real fast. And I started booking roles left and right for lead roles in these little movies. And Peter Pan came along, and boom, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of hanging out with your dad and your grandfather one night doing some karaoke. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever get a chance to see Jeremy sing, make sure he does some John Cougar Mellencamp for you.
John Cougar Mellencamp.
This guy can sing. He's a quadruple threat.
Yeah.
He can do everything.
It'll hurt so good.
Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. See, look, I messed it up because I chimed in.
No. You didn't. You made it a lot better, man.
But we had a blast hanging out at that karaoke bar. And your grandfather, did he make that moonshine, or how did that come about?
He just called me and said, "Hey, I'm coming up to see you. When your dad gets into town, you can bring up you some moonshine." And I was like, "Yeah, bring it on up." I got some cast members who would be all over it.
/ Jon Reep
says Jon Reep, the Reepist. Yeah, it was good. And
did he make it?
No, I don't know if he made it or not.
Okay,
he didn't tell me.
He just showed up with a jar.
He just showed up with a jar,
a
mason jar of some moonshine.
Nice.
And we got fucked up.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, we did.
That night and at the lake, we went to a lake party.
Big lake party.
And then we went to a poker party.
In which I got my ass kicked in.
You did. You were the first one out.
I threw $100 in. It was $50 buy-in, and I lost $100 within 5 minutes.
I think you bluffed twice.
I bluffed twice
in a row.
All in and then done.
And you're like, "Fuck that! I'm going another 50," and you're out again.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
And I was like, and I think
I don't play poker. It took me. I was out not much longer after you, so
yeah. Well, we did what we came to do: drink at the producer's house.
Exactly, and we went out that night and had fun in Royal Oak. Well, Jeremy, do you have anything that you want to plug before we end this thing? You got any a Twitter account, Instagram?
Yeah, I got. Follow me on Twitter at Jeremy Sumter, and you can look me up on Facebook Jeremy Sumter officially, or maybe it's Facebook officially Jeremy. I don't know.
All right. Well, later on I'll plug it when we get back in the studio. I'll find out which one you are.
All right, man.
And hey, good talking with you.
You too, brother.
Thanks for hanging out. And we'll have to go to Residuals.
We'll go to Residuals.
We'll do some more karaoke. I heard they have live band karaoke.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to that.
Good.
All right, John. Back to you.
Live from your headphones, it's Heffron and Reep.
Good one, John. Okay, that's John Heffron. He's the other guy on my podcast.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
So he just said, like, "Oh, let's just listen to this interview from Jon Reep." And so I pretended that he said something funny.
All right.
Does he ever say anything funny?
All he says is funny shit. I love you, John. Okay, so I am sitting in my trailer once again on the set of Black Sky.
Not to be confused for Black Guy.
Black Guy.
Because that's what I play in the movie.
Which is what you are.
Right, that's what I am.
And so you're listening to Arlen Escarpeta.
Escarpeta.
And then Alicia Debnam Carey. Did I get that right?
You totally
nailed
it.
Right.
Okay, so let's go with you first, Arlen. Tell me about your character and what's going on in this film for you.
I wear boxer briefs.
That's hot.
And a nice fitted t-shirt, athletic build.
Oh yeah, he's basically just describing how hot he is.
About 5'9".
Yeah. Hear that, ladies?
Peanut butter, caramel, chocolate goodness with a nice red undertone.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm gonna put this pillow.
You thought about this, haven't you?
I'm gonna put this pillow in my lap so you can't see what's going on over here.
No, all jokes aside, I play the role of Daryl. He is I'm a tech guy as well as a cameraman on the film. There's two different groups, at least within the storm chasing crew. There's the Titus guys, and then there's the weather van folks or whatever. I'm part of the weather van folks because I think I'm a little bit more mathematically inclined as far as tornadoes are concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is your, how many films have you done with New Line now?
This is, I've been blessed. This is my third film with New Line.
Nice. Now, some of you might remember him from the football movie. I'm talking about
We Are Marshall.
We Are Marshall. Now, how was that? I'm a big football fan.
We Are Marshall was great, man.
Yeah.
2-a-day workouts.
Oh, you actually did? You went through all the workouts?
Oh, yeah.
For real?
I was the only actor. Went through all the workouts, did my own stunts, took my own hits.
You were the only actor?
Yeah, that did it.
Right. Oh, that did the workouts.
Everyone else kind of slacked off, whatever.
Yeah.
My friend Kevin was, but he was a football player that became an actor, so he did it as well. But yeah.
Now that was how long did that take?
That was about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And where did you shoot that?
Between West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia, love those folks down there, as well as Atlanta, love those folks down there as well.
Oh hell yeah! Now was that hot as shit in those polyester 1960s
no idea.
suits?
I have pictures of myself looking like a '70s pimp / superhero.
Really?
My pants were so tight.
Is it on your Facebook page?
It's no, I have it on my phone. But I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture.
They might want to see it.
Oh yeah, we'll upload it.
Okay.
No
Okay.
worries.
Good. So did you have the full fro going on for that?
No, actually, no. My hair was like shorter than it is now, and they gave me a real hair fro. I don't know where this hair.
Oh,
came.
really?
I don't know where this
You had
hair
to wear a
came.
wig?
Yeah, I don't know where this hair came from, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What if I show you a picture
Do you
of
have
it?
photos of that?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna check that out. Do you have anything you want to plug, like a Twitter page or a Facebook or?
Yeah, feel free. Follow me. My Twitter is @Arlen Escarpeta. That's ARLEN. My last name is Escarpeta. ES Carpet and then the letter A, and it's the same thing on Instagram @Arlen Escarpeta.
And then those pictures may or may not be on one of those, like your Twitter feed.
I'll post them.
Okay.
No worries. I have
You'll
no
give
shame.
them to me and I'll put them on the
I have
website
no
at some point.
shame. I have no shame.
No, yeah, I love sharing
Yeah.
pictures.
You know, I wear footsie size.
Now, when you auditioned, where did you audition for this part?
You know what?
In LA? Did you just get a phone call like we need you?
It was more than just a phone call. I actually learned about this film about 3 months before they were ready to go with it,
Yeah.
and and it was just kind of like floating out there, and I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. And since I worked with Steve, our director, worked with Steve before in Final Destination 5, I think he had mentioned my name to the guys at New Line or whatever. So, they made a call, and here I am.
Boom, here you are. Now, let's get over here to Alicia Debnam Carey.
Hi.
Well, what's with the 3 names?
You can blame my mum for that one, actually.
Is Debnam your middle name?
No, Debnam's my dad's name.
Oh.
My dad's surname, and Carey's my mother's surname.
Oh.
But my mum doesn't like Debnam as a surname, and so she wanted to cover it up to make it sound better by putting Carey at the end of it.
Ah.
So now it's Debnam Carey, but it just makes things ridiculously awkward for everyone.
What's a
because
cool
they don't-
actress name?
Well,
Can I
really,
ask her a
I don't know if
question?
it is.
Yeah, of course.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, for me, growing up in elementary school, I remember like when it was time to like write, I was like, God, I have so many letters in my name.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have that problem too?
Oh man, I don't even think
Yeah,
I
you
got
got-
through it all. They're
got
just like,
half the
just
alphabet
write
in there.
Alicia, honey.
Yeah, I was so
Just write your
jealous of
first
the
name.
kids. Davis, Reep.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I could always
What was-
find my name though easily. I'd be like,
So-
where's the longest one?
Everyone gets picked on with their names, right? Like, at some point, some kid's going to make some
Yes.
stupid rhyme about your name. Do you guys have one?
Dead man scary.
Wow. I didn't have
Alicia Dead Man Scary?
Yeah.
That's
That's
pretty
actually
good.
pretty
I like
funny.
that one.
That one's good.
I didn't have a rhyme with mine, but what happens with me from elementary all the way through college, even if I go to a restaurant and they
Yeah.
write my name down, it's never Arlen. I'm always Arlene, and I don't know why that happens.
Arlene.
It's not. I mean, I
Yeah.
kid you not. College, elementary,
Yeah.
high school, junior high school. We'll go to a restaurant. Arlene for 3.
And you know it's you
Arlen.
every time. You're like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
it's Arlen,
Yep.
and we're ready.
Yep.
I got, this one made no sense to me, but it was Jonathan Reepy sitting in his teepee drinking his pee-pee. Like, first of all, my name's not Reepy, it's Reep.
Yeah.
So that's a stretch.
They stretched it out
That's-
there.
They did.
doesn't make any
but
sense.
kids are creative.
But
you know?
that's but they made a full song.
They did.
That's a full verse.
God, I got some,
They get a lot of credit for
I
the
got
full
a
verse.
lot of them. I got picked on for first of all, John. It's a toilet. Like nothing good comes out of John. You know they call the John. I got to use the John.
Oh yeah.
They call him like
Oh,
those-
and it can
like
only
the
be-
bathroom.
I guess
you know?
not Johnny.
Or even like guys
Yeah.
who use prostitutes or John.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah.
Not me, honey. I know she's listening. So tell me about your part in this, Alicia.
My character is one of the high school students. I share kind of my situation with Max Deacon, who's kind of playing my love interest, I guess.
Yes. You guys gonna play kissy face?
We don't actually.
You guys don't kiss at all in this
Oh, I
movie?
shouldn't say that though, because
Maybe you do.
maybe I do.
Your
maybe.
souls do. Your souls do.
We-
That's right.
We'll wait and see.
That's right.
Right.
And so she's, a dedicated, conscientious student. She's not really an archetype character as like, bitchy or popular or,
Okay.
nerdy or whatever.
Right.
She's conscientious, determined
And you know
character.
who you are.
Knows who she is. Very, wants to get involved in the
How did
community.
you get? Did you have to audition? Now you have an accent.
Yes, from Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia.
That's right.
Did you audition in Sydney, Australia?
No, I didn't. I was in LA at the time. I
Okay.
moved from Sydney at the start of the year to LA.
Uh-huh.
Did some stuff in North Carolina, came back to LA, and then that's when I got this at the middle half of the year.
North Carolina.
Is this
That's
when you
my
were
home state.
when you were in
Really?
LA? When you were in LA, is this when you were touring with your jazz band?
No.
Okay.
I was just...
There's a jazz band?
There's not a jazz.
I have jazz
kind
bands.
of.
What were you doing in North Carolina? That's my home state.
I was doing an independent film.
Is it out yet?
No, I think it'll be out at the start of next year.
What's it called?
The Occult.
The Occult.
The Occult.
Wait a second. I've heard of that movie.
Was it a TV show?
Wait a
No,
minute.
it's a film.
Was there a black guy in that movie?
No.
I know
Amish.
someone who was in that. I promise you.
Do you?
I think so.
The
From North
Occult.
Carolina?
I think so.
Yeah.
Where in North Carolina? Wilmington?
Wilmington, which
Yeah.
is beautiful. I
Yeah,
love
it is.
Wilmington. It's
Yeah,
a great college
Did you go to
town.
the Wrightsville Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that like a nude
It's
beach or
really,
something,
Really
or is
nice.
No, it's just a regular. It's a college town that has a beach community.
So it is a
Yeah.
nude beach.
It was-
I guess it can be, but
You can
you know.
if you want
I
it
don't
to
know if
be.
they have nude beaches in North Carolina.
Yes, we
I
do.
don't-
They,
do?
they
We do.
actually, I think they might be on the Keys, way out in
On the
the
tip.
way.
Right
They
there.
have like different little islands on the
Right.
coast.
Yes.
Out there
I've
somewhere.
never been there.
I think there's a nude beach.
It's a great place.
Yeah. So you were there shooting The Occult. What are you doing in that?
I play an Amish character who, it's kind of a demon story.
Oh, nice.
Oh my.
Very nice.
So,
So
6 girls grow up together, and then they slowly start to go missing one by one, and they can't work out whether it's just the way of they've been sort of suppressed by the community leader,
Right.
or if it's the workings of an old, fairy tale,
Right.
demonic fairy tale.
nice. Now, so you
Mothman.
auditioned for this in LA. Do you live in LA now, or are you still?
I'm in the middle of transitioning, trying to figure out where I'm actually
Still on
gonna be.
tour.
I still want to hear. I haven't heard because in this movie you're not playing an Australian girl from Sydney.
Stop it.
You're playing a girl from
Don't.
America.
Pressure.
No.
Pressure.
Have you not? I haven't heard you speak, an American accent
Oh,
yet.
you suck,
Is it?
John.
You don't have to do it.
No, just give us a little bit.
But-
Oh, I knew you would do
Come
that.
on.
You
Just
don't
say,
have to do it. You don't have to do it.
just say gingerbread chocolate sweetness.
No, I can't.
But I will tell you, my
screw it up
listeners will
now.
be very sad if you don't.
I'll screw it up now if I.
I'll tell you
yeah,
what. I will try to speak in an Australian accent,
Ooh, so will I.
and then you. That way, it's fair. Oh, I'll do any accent you want. It doesn't have to be Australian.
You go first, then I'll go.
What kind of accent do you want to hear?
I'm
me
gonna do Australian. You go.
You want me to do Australian?
Sure,
Good eye,
sure.
mate. How's it going? Like to get another strip on the bar? No, that's horrible.
Is it my turn?
See now, how horrible is that?
Is it my turn?
I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
your
think.
turn.
A dingo ate my baby.
That was awful.
Yeah.
So you got to say something else then.
Well, let's say
It's not
okay. What do you,
Crikey, I don't know what to say.
it's like an English accent that has a little more twang
Upswing.
to it or
a
something.
twang to it.
Like New Jack Swing.
Yeah, exactly.
I know,
Like
yeah.
that.
You'd be surprised,
Jodeci.
actually, in North Carolina, some of the words they say are very Australian.
I've been told that.
They say, garden party. Garden party. They say like that.
A garden party.
But they say garden
Got it,
party.
a garden
Garden
party.
A garden party.
That's like Boston.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the garden
weird.
party. That's
Yeah.
right next to the
Garden
tea
party.
party.
Yeah.
It's weird.
They're all
Garden party.
And
vegetarians.
say garden party?
Garden party.
That's an Australian sort of accent.
That's a sort of Australian accent.
You're veering
I'm
away
just trying
from
to
you
copy
doing the
you now.
American accent, though.
I know, I'm distracting.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's okay. So you have a dialect coach for that, though, right? Well, I'm gonna ease it into her. See,
I have a dialect
I'm gonna
coach,
sneak it
yeah.
in, and she's not gonna know that she's all of a sudden she's gonna be speaking in an American accent. You do have a dialect coach.
Yeah.
And how's that going?
Good. We've.
Arlen does not like it.
I love Julie.
Julie loves
No,
it.
not
She's
the person. The fact that
amazing.
she has about
No,
it.
it's really good because as a young kid, you hear in
Right.
Australia we hear a lot of American TV. It's
Right.
a huge influence, so
Yeah.
it's sort of there always in the background. But actually having a dialect coach, she picks out all the things that we.
Does
aren't
she
doing
work with
quite
you
well.
and Max at the same time?
Yep, and she also works with Richard
Huh?
Armitage.
Who's
Well, that's
better
a
at
funny
the American
thing.
accent? Yeah,
That's
who's
a
better,
funny
you or
thing
Max?
because she's a bit competitive, Julie, and sometimes she'll be like, "Yeah, Max is better at the moment," and I'm like, "Oh my god, no!"
Yes.
And so then I'd be the better one for a bit, and then she'd swap it round. We got very competitive about it.
How is she? Is she just giving you things to say, or?
We go through our
Give you a
script.
tape?
We read through our scripts
Oh,
and do
yeah.
the mid-American accent.
I guess it would be
Max.
easier for you guys because, like you said, yeah, you do get a lot of American movies and TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's weird. Like, two of the leads in this.
I know. Yeah. I'm not from America.
Who's the,
Three of the leads. Richard is English.
Oh, Richard, that's right.
That guy.
Yeah. I haven't really heard him talk, though.
He
says a little bit here and there.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just in passing, I haven't heard his accent because he hasn't said much to me. So.
Yeah. He's got a very deep timbre to his voice, too.
Yeah.
He gets lower, too, with the American accent.
Rich,
so he's got this real,
voice.
like, American hero voice.
Right. Who do you think has the worst, like, fake accent in anything that you've watched, that you've seen? You know what I mean? Like, you watch something and you go like, oh, that. Like, for me, it's True Blood. I can't watch True Blood.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Because they're trying to do a southern accent, and they're just butchering it, and it's like, it takes me out of it.
Because they can't talk through their fangs. It's a little bit different, John.
And they're also in Louisiana, like in the deep south, and they don't have one redneck vampire. It pisses me off. Like, I'd love to be the redneck vampire, have two fangs right in front, you know, I want to suck y'all's blood, you know. But they don't have that.
I watched... the Australians are hard one to do, so usually you can pick it up quite quickly. You're like, that ain't right. But I remember seeing a Disney show, like a little kid Disney thing, and they had this Australian, you know, character.
Right.
It was just
horrible.
Terrible.
Well, do you remember who it was? Let's rat him out.
Let's rat him out here now. No, I don't actually, but...
Yeah. Well, cool. You got anything you want to plug? Are you on any websites? Got anything to sell?
No, I don't. I don't have a
Nothing?
Twitter. I don't have a Twitter.
All right.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do have an Instagram.
Do you want people to follow you on that or no?
They can follow me. It's Alicia Jasmine.
Alicia Jasmine?
Alicia Jasmine.
Why
Jasmine's my middle name.
Oh, you got 4 names.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, Alicia Jasmine, Devin Carey.
No, Alicia.
No, you said Jesus Christ.
I know. I was trying to throw that in there. It's Alicia. What's the middle one?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, Jesus Christ, Devin, and Carey. It's a very long name.
And what I really wanted, if you made my middle name start with a C, it would be AC/DC.
Ah.
But my parents were against doing that because they thought it would be too you know,
rock and roll, rebellish.
Not even that. They just thought it would be like, oh, that's lame. You should have done that.
My dad almost named me. He wanted to. My mom stopped him. Thank God. My name was going to be Christian American.
No way.
How redneck is that shit?
I wish they
Christian. That's almost like
Christian American.
That's so Republican right there.
You'd work.
Yeah.
Christian American.
You'd get work.
I know.
Christian American Reep.
You just call me Chris.
Wait, Christian American Reep.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. I got to knock at the door. That means we gotta go back to work. Thanks for one more English accent. Just give me the American accent. Just say goodbye. Just say goodbye.
Tell me something to say.
Just say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye's to...
All right, thanks for listening.
Chocolate gingerbread sweetness.
Chocolate gingerbread sweetness.
Perfect!
Yeah!
Oh, you nailed it!
Ow!
All right, thanks, guys. Back to you, John.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Arlen likes Ninja Turtles.
Go to heffronandreep.com for tour dates and great links. Hey, did you get that? It's heffronandreep.com. Go there now.